Now you're asking, okay, what are the benefits of using a credit card? First benefit is you get cash back rewards for every dollar you spend. Now some cards are different, and I would just Google the best ones out there, but some are 2% cash back for every dollar spent. Some are $25 every quarter that they'll give you paying your bill in full and on time. Since you're always going to be paying your bill in full and on time, these cashback rewards are essentially free money. Why would you be passing up a couple $100s a year? You don't get these kinds of things with debit cards. Second is that it builds credit. Now we're going to get into this in much detail in another lesson, but your credit score is your financial report card for how you handle your money, or better yet, how you keep your financial life in order. Banks, credit card companies, auto loan companies, home lenders, they all check your credit score, your financial report card, when you go for a loan or apply for another credit card. They check this report card every time to determine how much interest they're going to charge you and how high of a credit limit they're going to give you. But if you're paying your bill in full and on time every month, the banks will give you lower interest rates on car loans, lower interest rate on home loans, compared to those who don't pay their bill in full and on time. It really does pay in the long term to have excellent credit, and we're going to get all about this in the next lesson, so stay tuned. Now, a quick trick I want to throw out here too. If you only have a debit card on hand and forgot your credit card at home, but you don't want to swipe debit card because of what I've told you, there's a way around this. So when you get to the register, even though you have a debit card, either tell the cashier to run the card as credit, or when you put the card in the machine, hit the credit button instead of debit. You'll notice two things. One is that you don't have to enter your PIN like you normally would for your debit card. You just simply sign. And second, it's behind the scenes, but the anti-fraud benefits are kicking in that we talked about in lesson 1 with debit cards. If you swipe a debit card but click credit instead, the credit card company will wind up paying for your purchase. And then a few days later, the credit card company will deduct the amount from your checking account. So basically, you avoided the merchant debiting the money directly from your account, which is good in case they had an unsecure network or something like that and could have put your checking account in the hands of hackers. Well, guess what, everyone? You are now credit card and debit card masters. That's it. In those short lessons, you've mastered all you need to know to set you up for the rest of your life. A quick aside, though, when managing your credit card expenses, you should forecast out in a spreadsheet how much money you plan on receiving from your paycheck each month. If you know that you get $2,000 every month from work, well, you shouldn't be spending more than $2,000 a month on your credit card. You wouldn't spend more than $2,000 if it was on your debit card, would you? No. In fact, you couldn't because you literally have no money in your bank account to buy anything. If you think of that same principle with credit cards, paying your bill in full and on time, I know you're sick of hearing it, and I hope you are because it means you've learned a lot. Think of that same principle that you use with a debit card, but use it with a credit card instead, and the world is going to be your oyster. You can move on to the quiz.